Hey my cuddlebugs, it's me, Anna Murphy, and I'm back today with our cooking video. And I am recording on my computer, so the quality isn't going to be amazing, but it's good enough. I'm still having corrupt issues, and I think it's because my MacBook is just so old. But I wanted to come at you guys today and show you how to make a homemade chicken soup that me and Colton both love. So I wanted to show you that because you can really make it with ingredients you have laying around your house during this quarantine. So without further ado, pull out your crock pot and let's get cooking because this is gonna take about 6 hours on low heat. It is 1 p.m. so we want to eat it for dinner. Let's get started on what the ingredients are. First, you're gonna need a knife, your cutting board. You're going to need kosher salt, about a tablespoon of this. You're going to need parsley, about a tablespoon of this. You're just going to hear my little son coming in and out. What are you doing?
Got my little one from the house.
Oh. And you brought it in our house?
Yeah. And I picked a bowl with dirt in it. Because he does like digging in dirt.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're going to hear Colton coming in and out because he's playing. And he might help me once we're ready to dump things into the crock pot.
Oh.
Bye. Alright, so where were we? You're going to need at least like a couple sprigs of real lemon juice. A couple sprigs. Black pepper. About a tablespoon of rosemary. I don't know. Rosemary. 2 bay leaves, about 8 cups of chicken stock, but I don't have stock, I have bouillon cubes because, you know, they last longer. I don't have fresh thyme or even thyme in a bottle, but I have this Miss Dash, and I've read the back of it, and it says that it has rosemary, garlic, carrots, cayenne pepper, thyme, orange peel, tomato, lemon juice powder, blah, blah, blah. So this will work. We'll use that. You're going to need a little bit of onion. How much you want? I think I'm going to do about half this onion. It's just up to you. You're going to need some kind of pasta. We could like it with this ditalini pasta, and I probably said that way wrong, but it's so good, and they're like little circles. You can see in the back of there. They're really good. So we're going to have pasta. So normally you'd put celery in your chicken soup. I don't have celery, and Colton doesn't like celery. So we actually love green beans in it. So we're going to have some green beans. You're going to need some carrots. Mine have been frozen, so they might be hard to cut, but we're going to use those. And I freeze stuff because it lasts way longer, you guys. And then, of course, you need what? Of course, we're going to use chicken. I actually had a different chicken out, but I want to use this one. So I'll defrost this a little bit so I can get it out really easy. And then, so we're going to use that. And these are chicken breast tenderloins, so they're going to be really nice and soft. So now we got to get to prepping. We don't have to prep much. We have to prep the onion and the carrots. So take out your carrots here. Like I said, they're frozen, so they might be a little bit hard to cut, but you know what? I know you guys like my cooking videos, and I thought you guys might be interested in learning how I cook. See, we like a lot of vegetables in ours. We like ours nice and thick. So I'm using about half this bag, and this bag is a pound. Got my really sharp knife. These I got from a friend, and I always get, and I'm just going to cut them. They're not that bad to cut into these little, oh, there's my fur baby, Micah. Just cut them up. Don't let them slip too much. Let me get a little bowl so I can put it in them. All right, this isn't a little bowl, but you guys get the point. I'm just going to put them in here. It's a nice clean bowl. Hi, babes. I'm cutting our carrots up. He has this worm in that cup. Some of y'all might think that's gross that I'm letting my son come in the house with a worm, but we're in quarantine, and I'm glad he's playing outside. I don't care about the worm it's contained. It's not touching any of the food. It's fine. Some people eat worms, so. I'm going to chop these all up. Well, you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but they're going to look like this. And I know they're frozen, but that's fine. They'll cook just fine. You can also throw in, sometimes I do this, a bag of the already frozen carrots. But I don't have that. I only have peas and carrots, and I'm just not feeling the peas today. Sometimes I would do that, but we really just like the carrots and the green beans. Woo! They're slipping and sliding everywhere. So I'm going to cut these up, and then we'll continue. My friends, I'm back. I've chopped all the carrots up. And now we're going to move on to the green beans. I'm just going to give them a little cut because I like them all to be kind of the same size. So I'm just going to dump some on here. Actually, no, I'm not. These are very small. So there's a couple big ones, but most of them are about this size. So I'm just going to dump them in the bowl. And this is about half a bag that I'm dumping in here. They're actually a perfect size. Yes. So, just dump these in here. Perfect. Like I said, you don't have to do green beans, but this is what my son likes and what I like. So, like I said, this is Anna's version. I'm just mixing it up so you guys can see the beautiful colors, because you guys know I love looking at all the beautiful colors. Now, you can do this with fresh produce, too. You can easily do this with that. Like I said, the reason I have frozen a lot of things right now is because it needs to last a long time. This soup is going to last us probably about a week. Another little tip I wanted to share with you guys is that you should cut your onion last on your cutting board, because otherwise, you know, when you're cutting this, you got onion all over your cutting board. I like to cut my onion very last so I can get rid of the remnants, my eyes don't water, and all that jazz. And I have a little junk bin over here that I'm going to use. So, let me get a drink. This is like one of those expensive whatever things they're called, but it was only 20 bucks on Amazon. It's super cute. I love it. I don't know. Something that all the kids are having at school these days. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys kind of know that I cut onions differently than other people. But this is how I do it. Because then my eyes are not burning the entire time. I don't cut that, what I call the core, if I don't have to. And this is a really, look at those rings. This is a really thick onion. And it's potent. I can taste it in my eyeballs. I like to get that rid of the outside. Then what I do is I just cut it down like this. Watch your fingers. I'm no professional chef. Don't do what I do. Do it the right way. Well, this isn't the worst way. But if you're like not used to cooking and stuff, just be careful. And I do it that way, and then I do it this way. The outsides are always going to kind of fall off, but the insides will stay, and you kind of want to stabilize it. And you'll see why I'm doing it this way. This is the way I do it all the time because it makes it so easy to cut onions, and y'all don't see my eyeballs crying, and I wear contacts, and I'm always itching my eyes from everything. They are not crying. So, kind of looks like that. You see it's all cubed up. You kind of just want to hold it together now. Hold it together now. You're going to just cut it. And look how it falls beautifully into pieces. See? That was horrible. I'll show you in a minute. It just falls beautifully into pieces. Your eyeballs aren't crying. Amberlynn Reed, I know you like some onion, girl. You should probably look at this. Because you don't have to cut your onions so fast to not have your eyeballs crying. You just have to cut it this way. And this is a really big onion, so I think I'm going to stop there. Because I just wanted to do about half. Give me a bowl. Put them in your bowl, and I'll show you once I get them all in here what they kind of look like. See how they're like nice little pieces? That's how I want them, and it's so easy to cut them like this. That way you're not racing and cutting big chunks and doing whatever you need, whatever you're doing, because you don't need to. Your eyes will not burn, I guarantee you. Guarantee it. All right, my friends, time to put it all together. So excited. So I just got the inside of my crock pot. I'm gonna try to, and I'm usually standing when I'm cooking. So this is really weird for me to be sitting, but this is the only angle I could really get that I could get what I wanted in the picture. So what we're gonna do is actually, I forgot a little bit of oil. The only oil I have right now is this little bit of vegetable oil. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit at the bottom of the pan, maybe about a tablespoon, just enough to barely coat the inside of the bottom of the crock pot. So here's my chicken. I did defrost it a little bit. It's still a tiny bit frozen, but it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna dump that in there. And one tip I wanted to tell you guys is immediately after you cut your onion, you want to wash your cutting board, your knife, and your hands so you don't have that onion hand smell. And anytime you handle raw chicken, you want to wash your hands. I haven't touched it now, but when I got it out, obviously I washed my hands. And then I just went and threw that into soapy water. I don't have a dishwasher, so put your chicken on the bottom like that. And then you can do it in any order you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and throw in some of the onion. Just as much as you like. I'm going to do about half because I'm using the other half for a different recipe. I think I'm making peanut butter stew later, I think this week, so I'm going to store those in the fridge. Okay, that's what it looks like now. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my carrots and my green beans. Yum! Look at that color. I just love it. And another thing is, yes, you could have used a yellow onion. I just had a purple onion. There we go. Now the fun begins. We're going to start seasoning. All right, what do we got here? We got our kosher salt. This is really to taste. I'm going to do about half a tablespoon because bouillon can be salty itself, but it's not super salty, so you want to add a little bit. I did about a half a tablespoon. I'm going to do a full tablespoon of this Mrs. Dash, which has that thyme in it for me. And one thing you guys probably know about me is I love seasoning, so there we go. And then we have our 2 bay leaves that we want to use. Don't use crushed bay leaves because they're impossible to get out of anything. There's 1 and there's 2. Got a little onion here. We're going to do a tablespoon of this rosemary. It's smelling so good already. Whoops, a little bit more is fine. Like I said, we love lots of seasonings here. We are a seasoning family, no bland food here. But sometimes if it's over seasoned, it's not good too, but this is perfect for us. We're going to do a tablespoon of the parsley. You should use fresh parsley if you have it. Again, we don't have it because of the quarantine.
Can I help now?
Can you wash your hands? Okay, are they dry?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 1 tablespoon of parsley. Could you dump this into the pot? Do you want to get your chair?
No.
Okay. Okay, and then we're going to do You're going to dump, this is only a little bit of lemon juice left. It's about, I don't know, a tablespoon maybe. Ugh. Okay, you can squeeze that all in there.
Or maybe just pour it all in.
Yep. Oh, careful. Oh, don't spill my water everywhere. I have it perfectly aligned. Okay, how do we do? That's all of it. Do you mind throwing this away for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, in the recycle.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Mommy will do the pepper because, did you do the recycle?
Yeah.
Okay. Mom will do the pepper because they have to twist it, but pepper to liking. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's about a tablespoon.
Like
I know, but you hardly taste it in the soup. I make it the same way every time. So then what we're going to do is, this is what it looks like. I'm sorry. I'll show you guys in a second. It's looking real awesome. It smells good too. Now we're going to go ahead and pour our water in. I'll do the big one and you do the small one. This one is 6 cups of water. That's 2, so that's 8 cups of water. Now, look, you guys can see. Do you mind getting like a stirrer spoon? Oh, we could, no, I don't want to use this. That's okay. And then what you're going to want to use is like 4 or 5. I'm going to start with 4 and I'll taste it later. I can always add another cube in. Oh, don't lift the chicken up though. Just stir those ingredients around a little bit.
When are we going to use these?
Actually, you can open those right now because we are going to use those.
Right now?
Yeah.
Can I do this part?
Yeah.
Because they're small.
Actually, we're going to do 5 of them. So they're just 5 of these little bouillon cubes that we're going to do.
Put it in?
Yep, just pop it right in there. You see how we're just plopping them in? You can crush them if you want to before. It's not necessary. They're a little bit hard to open because they're so tiny. That's all we have to do right now. So what I'm going to do is go throw this on our crock pot. It looks like this. Oh, it's heavy. Lots of seasonings in there, but it's honestly gonna go down. It's gonna look amazing when it's done. It's gonna be so flavorful as well. So let me go pop this on a crock pot and I'll see you guys in about 6 hours. It's been 6 hours and I actually had to put it in the fridge and take the chicken out because it got so late in the day that now I reheated the soup and I have to shred the chicken. So let's shred our chicken. You just do this with 2 forks, or if you got a hand mixer, you can do it that way. And you can chop it with a scissors if you like. You can. All right, see? Okay. Yum. We're going to let this cook and heat up for a bit longer, and then we're going to add our noodles in. So it's almost done. Alright, you guys. It's been cooking for another, I don't know, about 15 minutes. This is what we got going on here. I wish I had better lighting here for you. It's looking really good. We're going to pour in 1 cup of our ditalini pasta. We're going to cook it for about ½ hour now.
Cook what for ½ hour?
Our soup.
Well, I got that. That was black and white.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in ½ hour and show you the finished product. All right, it's been about a half hour, so we're gonna check it. Oh yeah, she is done. Look at that. We're gonna serve some up. That's what it looks like. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys.